By popular demand, I'm back with more content about the car that I bought, a 2021 CPO Porsche Taycan 4S. CPO, of course, means used with a warranty. These are really good deals. And if you hear traffic in the back, it's because I'm at Dirtfish Rally School in Snoqualmie, Washington. If you haven't heard of it, a great place to learn how to drive better. I love this place. I highly recommend it. Anyways, back to my car. I've owned it for about 9 months now. Originally, I was only doing a video showing you how easy it is to road trip from Ontario, California, where I bought it, up to Seattle. But a lot of you wanted to know what it's like to live with an EV. So those videos have been really popular, so I'm continuing. But first, a refresher for those who are new here. I bought it from Porsche, Ontario, just outside of Los Angeles, and I did a video on that. Hey, if you're not in a position to buy a Porsche just yet, live vicariously through me. The short story, the experience was easy and first class, what you'd expect from the brand. And for those who think I got special treatment because of what I do and who I am, well, no. They didn't know me from Adam. Not everybody watches my channel. I'm not as popular as Doug DeMiro. So I hopped in the car, new to me, pretty unfamiliar, and just went up I-5. Decided to put my money where my mouth was because I've always said road tripping in an EV is pretty darn easy. I did a video on that trip, which was just a blast. And anyone that says the infrastructure isn't built out, reality check, it is. I had no issues. And since Taycans charge really fast, it was pretty convenient. Not much waiting at all. Sorry, haters. It's really pretty easy to travel long distance in an EV these days, though. If you're road tripping a lot, I highly suggest, before you buy an electric vehicle, checking out the routes that you're going to be driving, just to make sure the infrastructure is built out. Now, I have owned this car for 9 months, but somebody else had it for 3 years before me. Here is what has been done to the car in total. Taycan's had an issue that could result in a short circuit in the battery modules. For a while, it meant only charging to 80%. They were also recalled for front brake hoses that could crack. The HVAC system had faulty circuit board soldering, so the AC would work, but heat wouldn't. The travel charge cord's power supply cord had issues. All of these were addressed before I took ownership. My first 3/4 of a year with this car have been pretty darn uneventful. The biggest issue was the red ring of death, something that Taycans experience. It means the car won't boot up. This was just a couple weeks after I bought it. Porsche's version of OnStar told me to lock the car, walk away for 5 minutes, and try it again. Success. A service trip that included a software update seems to have cured that. It hasn't happened since. So once again, after 9 months, I'm pretty happy with my purchase, and I hope so because even used, this was not inexpensive. I'm not a 1%er. Some more updates? There have been a couple additional recalls that I bundled into one visit, nothing big. They were handled quickly and professionally by the good folks of Porsche Seattle North. I can recommend them. The software updates that this car has received have eliminated any small gremlins that I found when I first took it over. And to be honest, nearly every new car I drive, and I drive a lot of them, always have sniggly little things that are usually rectified by turning the car off and then back on again. I'm trying the Porsche Connect service, mostly because I've heard the sound quality when streaming directly from native Apple Music makes a difference. And this car has the top spec Burmester system. Initially, the direct connection was problematic. It took Porsche weeks to troubleshoot. Ultimately, I was credited a month of service. And it works now. For the most part. Every once in a while, it takes Apple Music a little extra time to connect to the mothership. But I do have to say, it does sound better. A little richer, a little punchier if you're really, really into music. For me, I'm not sure it's quite worth the extra $30 a month. I could spend that money better elsewhere. Though I will say it's been kind of nice checking the charge level and preconditioning the cabin, since it's been a cold, nasty winter here in the Pacific Northwest. But I'm frugal by nature. That's one reason why I was able to save up for this car. People worry about the battery life when it comes to EVs. There's a lot of misinformation when it comes to that. Typically, research shows that modern packs degrade about 1 to 1.5% a year. I've seen none. I continue to get about 250 miles on a full charge in mixed driving against the EPA's rated range of 227. I really don't need any more range than that. Like I've said, the infrastructure seems to be built out well wherever I need to go, and I'm always up for stopping for snacks and coffee. During my 6-month check-in, I talked about the Porsche surface-coated brakes. Now, I really wanted Mission E wheels. They're lovely to look at, and in order to get them, you have to get the surface-coated brakes. And at the time, I thought servicing them would be $10,000 to $12,000. It turns out it's not. Closer to $5,000 or $6,000. Still expensive, but this is a Porsche. Also, 90% of the braking with this car is done regeneratively, so chances are these are going to last a long time before they need service. I certainly hope so. I also found out that the battery cooling system doesn't require a regular flushing, so that'll save some money. Remember, EVs require less maintenance, especially important when you own a Porsche. And I did go in with my eyes wide open that the care and feeding of this would cost more, but so far, I haven't had anything out of pocket. I also did a video about accessories that I bought for my car. Here's a rundown of what I like and what I don't. There's a lot of chatter about this stuff, next gen, so I bought it hoping it was an inexpensive way to get a ceramic coating type of protection. To be honest, it's average. I'm not an expert on these products, but I do get the same kind of water beading and life out of Turtle Wax's version on my wife's Volt at half the price. It doesn't seem to last more than a month or so, and I really need to get protective film on this. Hey, I'm open to a sponsor. I also tested adapters from Lectron. Full disclosure, the company gave these to me, but they consistently get great reviews. Good stuff. Don't buy cheap adapters from Temu. Electric vehicles are very expensive. Don't mess with your car. Lectron does have a new version of the CCS to NACS adapter with a locking mechanism. I've used it a number of times without issue, but then again, I didn't have a problem with the first one either. A reminder that you need separate adapters for Tesla's Level 2 destination chargers and DC fast chargers. It's good to have both. Getting free charging has paid for the price of what these would have cost. One surprise? Leather honey. I've used a lot of interior treatments over the years, and this one is now my favorite. This car has the upgraded Olea leather. It does take a while to treat the interior because it really is like honey. It's thick, and it needs at least a few hours to treat the hide. But it gives leather a rich look, not shiny, it's more matte. It looks expensive. This stuff is not cheap, but I think it's worth it. I just bought an OBD2 scan tool. I haven't had time to use it yet. I'm going to be installing Car Scanner ELM OBD2 software on my phone, so I'll let you know what I find. Tux mats are another story. I would recommend these to anyone. I paid about the same for these as WeatherTech mats. Tux mats look much more expensive and protect better since they rise up a lot higher. My only issue with them is that they're harder to remove, so I don't. I just vacuum them and wipe them clean. They look great, even though I tend to track a lot of dirt and mud into the car. This car cover, kind of a generic one I bought off Amazon, is keeping leaves and bird poop off the car. I still need to cut the side wings off my garage so the Taycan will fit. It's just a little too narrow for my liking. So after 9 months of ownership, would I buy this car again? In a heartbeat. I love getting behind the wheel. There's nothing like the Porsche experience. Really, there is no substitute. I volunteered to just go buy a dozen eggs. I like driving it that much. And that's what a car should be, right? At least for those who care about them. Now, EVs are not for everyone, but what I'm really saying is buy the car you love if you get the chance. You'll enjoy it more, meaning you'll maintain it better and keep it longer. In the end, it's a better value. If you're new here, this video is very different from the reviews that I normally do. Those are photography forward because I think good visuals help you understand a vehicle better. I'm all about that, okay? Check them out. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those videos. Follow me on social media. I'm on all the major platforms. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments. I'll be watching this closely so I can answer those. All right, that's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.